name is Fatima Siddiqui and my date of birth is November 14, 1980, and I was born in Chaklala, Pakistan. Pakistan is an Islamic country, and when I was born, the traditions were very conservative. So I was brought up in a very Islamic, traditional, and cultural setting. Family, the priority is given to the religion. Everything is followed. Whatever the religion tells you, we have to follow that. So the religious values and the teachings take priority over everything else. So the religion will tell you how to live your life, how to treat each other, family matters, education, and everything. So I think it's very, but the religion was very important because it sets the basis of our lives. I went to a co-ed school, which was at that time not as common. I'm sure it's still not as common. The girls go to a girls' school and boys usually would go to a boys' school only. My father was in Air Force. We used to get posted in different cities. We were not settled in one city as itself. So I was born in Chaklala, but then when I was 5-6 years old, we went to another city where my father was posted. It is Peshawar. So I started when I was probably 5-6 years old, and I started my school in Peshawar. I think from the very beginning, we were just two sisters. We didn't have a brother. So, in our culture, the families are very dependent on a boy figure. That a boy is supposed to be the bread earner. He's supposed to support the family, not even his family, but also his parents. And if he has any other siblings that cannot support themselves, the bigger, older man figure has to come and be responsible. The girls' education in Pakistan is also, the percentage is very low because a lot of these girls are forced into early marriages, which is very unfortunate. So they don't get to complete their education. And the education rate in Pakistan is only 20%. That means out of 100 people, only 20 people are educated. The rest of them, either they do not have any access to education or they cannot afford to go to schools. So that is why, the parents don't have any, they cannot support themselves. Poverty is high as well. So they would either, get their daughters married in order to just get rid of their responsibility. But my father, thank God, he has always put mine and my sister's education as our priority. I remember that my mother would tell him that, they are girls, so the girls don't need to get educated, just they get them married as soon as they turn 18. But my father always made sure that we complete our education. And when he got us married, he made sure he talked to our husbands that, make a promise that you will let them continue their education and become professional and become independent. I finished my dental school in Pakistan and I got married, and after marriage my husband sponsored me, so I came under his visa. It took forever and there were so many challenges, and there was one point that we thought that we'll have to go back to our country because the husband wasn't finding job. I was not being able to look for a job or find a secure job that would sponsor our status. So it was very hectic and stressful. And it will literally give me goosebumps when I think about it. So it wasn't easy. I had always wanted to be a doctor. Since I didn't even start going to school, I had a stethoscope and all of the doctor stuff. And I had always in my mind, I was born to be a doctor. But when my sister got into dental school and my father suggested that, dentistry is more safer for a woman because being a woman, you'll have to be, support your children, you'll have to contribute towards the household, and dentistry is a more flexible profession. It's more convenient. You can select your hours, or you can just do part-time if you can. So my father suggested, and my sister was already doing dentistry, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll do dentistry. But to this day, I regret. I feel like I wish I had just followed my dreams and not be a dentist. The rules of America is that you have to go back to dental school if you want to become eligible to practice dentistry here. So I had to take my board exams, and then I had to apply to dental schools, which was of course very competitive. But then I got into Detroit Mercy in Michigan, and I went from 2010 and I graduated in 2013. Started working as a dental assistant. Because when you come here, you want to be associated with the dental field in order to put it in your resume. So I started working as a dental assistant, and because I was a dentist abroad, I had a higher set of skills. So the dentist loved me because I was doing stuff that a regular dental assistant was not able to perform. I think I was always very confident, and I had visited America a couple of times before I came here. So and I had a lot of relatives who would visit from America to Pakistan. So I think the confidence was there. I feel like I'm very flexible, and I'm very focused. So when it came to make your career, I was just very focused towards my education, and I just let that, guide my way through it. You keep learning throughout the journey, whether it's going through a school, going through work, going through immigration issues, going through motherhood, whatever, it always teaches you a lesson. And it is, you're always learning, you're always evolving, and you're always growing, and you're always learning from your past experiences. This is our belief. Does it answer your question?